Oh yeah, we done found our groove. You can come get with it too. It's the crew.
So I think the biggest, I would say, issue that we have here is who at the time is defining ratchet at the time. Because growing up, I thought ratchet is kind of how Lecrae explained it: somebody being loud or just kind of
just a bonnet in a convenience store. A bonnet in a convenience store.
So growing up, until I started watching battle rap and realized you can also use it with other things. You know what I'm saying? But so this is what I thought ratchet was. So when I see the comment that says, "Hey, I'm from New Orleans, for the place where the term originate from," I really know what it means. What are you saying that? What is the difference from Lecrae's definition? The exact difference that you feel like ratchet is from Lecrae's definition of what he feel like it is.
That's journalistic question.
Yeah.
I do this.
Come on, bro. That was hard, bro.
So this the problem, man. Is that when terms get to where they're in the second generation, third generation, fourth generation, and they become more and more mainstream, now all of a sudden you get this watered down definition and rendition of what these terms mean, right? So all of a sudden you have people who, like, where was the term bling bling invented?
Hey, that's what y'all. That's in New Orleans,
right? New Orleans, yeah.
All right. So by the time bling bling gets so mainstream to where it's actually in Webster's dictionary, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, there you go. Shout out to Bryson. You heard me? I see, because what he just said makes Bryson sense. Yeah. Like, yeah. Shout out to you, brother. Because what he said, like, you can't mix the two. My thing was this, bro. It is such a watered down definition of the word ratchet to try to minimize it to just being something like taking your braids out in public or patting your hair or being loud. And even in his video, what was the issue to me was, even in the video, he was saying we do need to do away with some aspects of ratchetness, but we need to keep other aspects. You know what that sound like? That sound like confusion. Like, well, we need to keep some aspects, but get rid of some other aspects of ratchetness. It's like, huh? Like, oh. And then when you think about it, bro, like, just the reality of this stuff is that not a lot of people really be connected to the origins of these terms, you know, and trying to embrace something that you're not even connected to at the core, you know, or that you are acknowledging, like, hey, like, there's some sinfulness in this that we need to do away with, but then there's other aspects we need to keep. It's like, that doesn't sound like holiness to me, and that doesn't sound like something that's that ambiguous, you know, to where the Bible would be co-signing that, or saying that they probably called Jesus ratchet. You know, I took issue with that, because it's like, there's ways that as Christians we could try to like present what it is that we want to push out there in a way that, like, well, if I say it like this, you know, this gonna make people be like, oh yeah, like, that's, you know, that's something we need to embrace. And it's just not, it's not. And when I saw that I mean, everything I'm saying right now, I'm doing an interview just because the videos have been deleted. Some of the videos have been deleted on his end. None of my videos have been deleted. So I do want to clarify this for people. But when I saw that in the comment section, he first gave me the definition of ratchet as he sees it. And some just told me in my gut. I know I'm pointing to my head, but it was in my gut. It was like, some told me in my gut, like, D, go check Wikipedia. You heard me? And I went and checked Wikipedia, and I was like, man, it's the same copy and paste the definition.
Hey, man, come on. You didn't have to do him like that, bro.
Listen, I didn't see a problem with the Wikipedia definition, because
he's a college professor.
He is.
I don't think they allow
That's
Wikipedia.
right.
They don't allow Wikipedia. That's right. Okay.
My apologies, Mr. Professor.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
D.
My apologies.
So, right. So, and in addition to that, it was just this. It was this man. They got some stuff I don't want to say and I don't want to touch on. And I know it's better not to. But it's also a thing where Nah, it's just like nah. I could just. It's just like nah.
So
nah.
I don't want to get away from you explaining what your definition, because I'm still trying to understand your definition, the real definition of ratchet.
Right.
Because if you look this up, you will get several definitions, by the way.
So watch this. That's what I'm saying is, first of all, a ratchet is another word for a tool. You heard me, a gun. Second of all, and I told him this, I said, bro, ratchetness is synonymous with drugging and thugging. You heard me? Drugging and thugging, meaning you live in a lifestyle where you thugging, and whatever you want to define thugging as, that's what ratchetness is synonymous with. But also drugging, like people get on them pills, you know what I'm saying? They start popping pills. We call them jiggers, you know what I'm saying? And it's like we about to get ratchet and everything that come along with that. It's a whole lifestyle, man. Like, listen to, bro, I'm in Baton Rouge at the time when Lil Boosie and them boys from up there from Shreveport come out with Do the Ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go look online and you want to talk about how they view females when they talk about a female being ratchet, it ain't something like, bro, you could go, and I ain't trying to put no other artists into this, but there's artists to where you can look up like people's definition. And this is 10 years ago. This is like a long time ago of people putting content out there. Artists that are huge, bro, putting content out there that's talking about being ratchet and all that. So it shows a level of just like not really even doing the due diligence to understand like what you're speaking on. So if I just start talking about Suwoo, you heard me, just because I'm like, man, that sound catchy. Like,
yeah, but we know what that is though. Like,
but what if it's a person who don't know what that is, and they just like, I just heard this term Suwoo, and it rhymes with voodoo, and I'm from New Orleans, and I like saying, dang, I'm Suwoo with the voodoo, you know what I'm saying? And I'm Suwoo with the voodoo, and I'm like a young Hugh New, and deep with a blue, who knew? Like
bars. I see you, bro.
So
it was easy. That was easy.
That was easy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, new album, Uno, dropping Friday.
Yes, sir. Hey, look. If my guy can, as he's deleting the videos, tell us that there's a 20% off sale on his site, then you definitely in the middle of this promote your project.
Your
Let's go.
Look, I'm giving y'all, all I know is 100 or nothing. That's all I know. So it ain't like, oh man, I'm gonna only say this on y'all platform. Now, out of respect for some things that don't need to be said, cool. But in terms of like stuff that I know that's coming directly from me, it's gonna be 100 or nothing. So if I'm gonna talk to y'all, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Here's the difference with that, bro. Me having an album coming out, man, my album was coming out on September 8th, way before I did that interview that I mentioned being pro-black and pro-God and all that stuff. That was already coming out. You know what I'm saying? Me having a children's book, this was already out. You know what I'm saying? So me seeming like amidst all this, well, D, you trying to push products and all that. No, bro, these are products that like, this is stuff that's disconnected from this issue. I'm not saying right now, like, I'm not doing a special run to be like, yo, let me hurry up and capitalize on this issue, right now. Like, that's just
but that's a smart, I mean, in not in your case, but in most cases, that would be a smart business move, D1. Let's not act like it wouldn't be.
Okay, so we got to ask ourselves, exactly, are we putting business before ministry, or are we putting ministry before business?
I understood, and you made that very clear, right? I'm just saying, someone in this situation that's not in this specific situation, right? If it was anything else, what they would do is they would take this and they would promote. Now, I get why you would say, hey, let me go ahead and put it out there. That's not what I'm doing, because you know that's what they're going to run with, right? He got an album coming out. So
yeah. And that's why people need to, that's why I don't mind long form content like this. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to be doing this Bible study in like 15 minutes, but I'm gonna just have to catch it later because this long form content is important because fans will get a 1-minute snippet of whatever y'all post on Instagram or whatever I post or whatever they heard, and then they go to drawing a conclusion from there. Man, I don't rock with D1 no more because of this, or man, I don't like da da da. And I'm just like, bro, we could go as deep as people want with this because I know my heart behind this whole thing. So anything I'm saying is like I could back this up to the fullest. So when we talking about monetizing them as articulate and well means he is, I honestly get a sense who said should be more like him. He feel, hey man,
just keep going, D.
Don't
just
even
keep going.
don't
just keep going.
Don't bite off on
I mean,
that.
if you want to, go ahead, but just keep going.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna just say this. Like business wise, I was a business major in college, bro. So in terms of marketing and wanting to monetize a moment and all that, man, I know they taught us that stuff way back in undergrad, man. Like I get that. But at the end of the day, number one, I'm here doing God's work. And number two, man, my pockets is far from hurting. By the grace of God, I say that humbly. But because of that, you got to ask yourself, like, what does it look like? What do the optics look like if I try to monetize this moment? What do those optics look like? You know what I'm saying? Like,